Good. Perfect. Welcome, everyone. I am so happy to be sharing this moment with you here today. I'm excited for tonight, and I have made two decisions since yesterday. And the first decision that I made is I'm going to try something I've never tried before, and I'm going to do kind of like a classroom in my living room. And we have like a flip over board, and I'm going to be writing down things so you can visually see things. Like I'm a
So
very
geil.
visual learner, so I
Ja, das
love.
ist jetzt
Oh,
mal, jetzt hast du so Dings im Hintergrund.
perfect. Say, do you know how to mute everyone?
Ja, die ein bisschen.
Okay, let's do you know how to mute everyone? Mute out. It's okay. I got it. Yes. Perfect. Timo, nice to see you. Hello. All right. So the first decision was that we're going to make a classroom in the living room. And the second decision was that I don't want to stick to 1 hour. So if anybody's going to say like, oh no, but I really only have 1 hour, that's totally okay. That's totally okay. I already appreciate that you're here. But yesterday, because I really tried to stick to 1 hour, I didn't do the live coachings that I promised. So we're going to do it today. So we're going to do it today. And if we go over time, that's okay. We don't have like so much content to cover, but I don't want to restrict myself in teaching you guys things that can be very valuable. And I also don't want to take the opportunity that you have to ask your questions, to apply for coaching, so we can do the breakthrough. Who agrees with those two things? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you agree. Yes. Okay, we have many people who agree here. So that's perfect. That's amazing. What's really important for me is if you don't hear me well, can you let me know, because I have a different mic. And it's really important for me that you hear me well, because I can always do this. Is this better? Is this better? Yes. Okay, so we're gonna do like this. We're gonna do influencer style today. Nice, perfect. Let's just do it. So what I would love to start asking is, if you want to put it in the chat, please share it with me. What is one takeaway that you had it from yesterday that kind of like made you think today or made you take a different action? Share it with me. Something that changed your way of perceiving reality, something that changed your way of perceiving yourself or your business, or something that made you take a different action. I want to read it in the comments. Because the thing is, a lot of times in life, we're in what I call consumption mode. Is that we go to all the master classes and we take the notes and we write everything down and we consume everything, but we just kind of like stay in that position that is really comfortable. And we're like, I just want to learn more. But I want you to go into creation mode. Every day that you learn something, I want you to get that thing and to take action into it straight away without overthinking, without waiting for the perfect moment. Like there's so much freedom in that. Let me see. Yes, Tanya jumped into the program. I'm celebrating you. Welcome. Being myself, whatever others say or judge about it. Yes, I love that, Manu. That's really your superpower. My messiness is what makes me. I love this. I use the blocking button. Yes, we love the blocking button. Amazing. We're taking some good actions here that I don't need to be perfect. Oh my God, I'm going to need my glasses, guys. I'm going to need my glasses because I am almost 40. I don't have to figure it out. Allow myself to be a work in progress. Yes, yes, Pauline, what are we going to do with it? Being myself is my superpower 100%. Don't have to be perfect. I also did some blockings. I love it. Strong boundaries is one of the strongest things for a good leader. Oh, thank you. I went ahead and posted. Yes, not caring what others would think. Exactly. And if you make that a habit, then you set yourself free and a lot of great things can come into your business. Okay, amazing. So I can see that you guys got some good ideas, and I want you to inspire you to go from this like consumption insight mode into sharing mode, into creating a business with it mode, right? But yesterday I had also mentioned that building a personal brand, building an online presence, and just leadership in general, it's an art, but it's also skill. And yesterday we talked about the art, the work that is never going to end. And it's the work of you and yourself, you understanding what your limitations are, meeting them with love, and, overcoming them. And like allowing yourself, giving yourself the permission to be greater than whatever is standing in your way. That's what we talked about yesterday. But today we're going to talk about the skills. Because something that also doesn't quite work is that you have like a lot of willpower and that you go on social media and then you make this journaling action and you transform your Instagram or your Facebook into your diary and you share everything about your personal life, but there is no like relationship to the person who's buying. So what happens is that it creates that vicious circle of I'm doing my best, I'm sharing what my mess is, I'm being open, I'm being vulnerable, whatever it is, I'm expressing myself, but it doesn't grow my business. So after a certain while, that's only half as fun. Because after a certain while, we need to do, a business is measured on results, right? We're in this business so that we can help others. And our capacity to receive a yes, to hear from somebody like, hey, how can I buy? What is the buying link? Is really like the thing that we need to keep us motivated and to keep us going. So what are the skills that we need to learn to get that? Okay, wait, we have some more comments here. It's never perfect enough, so it's perfect how it is. Yes, done is always better than perfect. The darkest part of yourself and your story, where you wanna look, are usually the ones that hide the most treasure for others. Yes, Simone, I have to think of this quote. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light comes in. Know this quote? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so let's think about how do we take the darkness? How do we take the crack? How do we take the things that have happened in our lives and we become that into a story that actually magnetizes people in so that they want to be building this business with us? Let's go teaching. Let's get started. Who can read this? Give me a one in the comments if you can. What? If I come here, can you read it? Yes, okay, you can read it. Okay. So for us to grow your business, the first thing where everything starts is with you. You. Everything starts with you. And when we're talking about you, we're talking about your story. We're talking about your values, basically what you stand for, right? And we're talking about your mission. So in doTERRA, we're very value driven in a sense that most of the times we like to help others, we like to serve the world and etc. But your values can be really anything, Your values can be, my value is to make a shit ton of money, and that's perfectly fine for you to start a business with this decision, and you can make like a car wash. That's totally okay. You want to make a lot of money, you want it to be easy. But we always start with this. And a lot of times here is also like your why. The start with why from Simon Sinek, right? And we need to have clarity of this. And this is basically a journaling exercise. And if you're really not so sure, something that you can do that is super helpful is talk to people like, what do you admire about me? What do you think is something that I can really contribute with? What do you think is a part of my story that I can really serve others? So if you're not sure, just talk and ask, because you will find golden things. Like as simple as sending an email to 10 friends or using your Instagram to ask the questions of what your community wants to learn from you. Basic, like, what do you want to learn from me? That question. Okay. And then once we have clarity about you, we're going to dive into the next step, which is like your people. And sometimes your people. And sometimes in marketing terms, this is called an ideal customer avatar, ICA. This can be called like your niche. I don't like the word niche. I never use it. I think it's a silly word. Some people call it your audience. I like it to call it your dream customer. Basically, your people is, if you could choose one person in the world that you would work with, that would be excited to buy doTERRA from you, that would be ready to go on LRP without you having to, force it over, explain it, that would want to build a business with you, that would be excited to go to convention, that would have like a lot of dreams of making an impact. Who would this person be? And why does this person needs you and needs doTERRA in their life? And these are the questions that you want to be asking yourself, you see? And this can change. Your people can change. So for example, today, you guys are my people. But when I was starting to build doTERRA, wellness advocates were not my people. My people were women who were health professionals and who wanted like residual income. And these are the people that I built this business with. Like it happened that everybody in my team was health professionals, like hormone experts, physiotherapists, gut experts, yoga teachers, whatever it is, because I knew who my people was and I could speak to my people in my content. Okay? You were put into this earth to help others. Like we have a ton of we have 6 basic human needs. And one of the most important ones is the need of contribution. So when we're not contributing, we feel empty. Yeah, we can have money, we can have adventure, we can have safety, we can have love, but we also need contribution. Okay, contribution is a very important human need. And your contribution is knowing, why did the things that happened in my life happened for me to help whom? So here's why, and here is who. Who did I came to help? Now, this is probably the most important part of building a business online. And interesting enough, this is the part that people kind of like want to go faster over it. They want to say like, okay, my people are moms and they are overwhelmed and they need balance. And that's like so shallow. I want you to fall in love with your people. I want you to be obsessed with them. I want you to be like committed for a lifetime to understand what their struggles are, to understand what their needs, to understand what goes on in their mind. I want you to be deep into their psychology, because the moment that you're speaking like you're a voice in your head, their trust on you is going super high. When you understand them and you talk to them directly, you don't need to sell them, because your content and your copy does the work for you. Is this landing? Put a 1 for me if this is landing. This is landing. Okay, I love it. Amazing. Awesome. So here, what we have is a love affair. It's a love affair. It's a love affair. You're in love with your people. You're like wanting to enter the world. And you know that you have 2 types of boyfriends? You have 2 types of boyfriends. I think we only have girls in the call, right? So I can talk about it. You have one type of boyfriend who's like, he knows what your favorite food is. He knows like the flowers that you like, and he knows the music that you appreciate. And the second type of boyfriend is he cooks your favorite meal. He goes to dance classes with you. He gets you the flowers. Do you know these 2 types of boyfriends? Yeah? You're going to be the second. You're going to be the second, the one that enters the world of somebody else, that like does an immersion. We want to immerse in the world of our dream customer. That's why we're not calling it niche, like a niche. I help this group of people, this niche, this mom niche. No, it's like, I'm in love with this mom. My life is devoted to make her feel good again and to make her love herself, even in the middle of the chaos. Okay, amazing. Now, I'm good on time. I'm proud of myself. Now, once we know you and we know who your people is, we come to the third point. This is what we called your message. Your message. So message can be your purpose. Message can be your mess plus your age. This was a good one from yesterday, right? message is a transformation that you facilitate. Yeah. So your message is a transformation that you facilitate to this person. So you have learned lessons and you found some oils and you got to know this business and you're like, fuck, my life is 100 times better because of this. I was this woman who was stressed out, who had like gut issues. My hormones were a mess. And then I started using these oils and it was like a miracle happened in my life. And now I'm not that woman anymore. Now I have health, or I have at least hope, or, I don't feel as overwhelmed, or I have some moments of calm, or I have purpose and I never had purpose, or I had community. Whatever this transformation is, this is your message. And every piece of content that you make communicates this transformation. And I want you to see the transformation kind of like an island that we all want to go to. It's an island we all want to go to. And you know what? When we get to this island, life feels so good. We feel in contact to nature. There is the sense of like purity in our bodies. We feel more attuned to our intuitions. We feel more balanced. We feel we can breathe better. We have more energy. We have more appetite for life. And there is an amazing airplane that takes us there. This airplane is called doTERRA. You're really going to enjoy the airplane, but the island, gosh, the island. You know what most of us does in our content? We say, I'm like selling you the opportunity for you to get to this island, but let me tell you about this airplane. It got 6 components into this chair. The chair was designed with a specifically very pure leather. And also there's like a captain in the plane that has this in this background. And we're not talking about the islands. We're so obsessed with the airplane that we forget to share how fun the island is. And then the person is like, oh, amazing. I think it's an amazing airplane, but how's the island? Does this land? Is this landing? Yes. Yes. Okay. Awesome. So our first obsession is to get to know ourselves. Our second obsession is to get to know our people. And our third obsession is to find the words that can communicate to our people where we're going. Why do we need doTERRA in our lives? Who do we become when we open those bottles? Who do we become when we take the supplements every day? Who do we become when we have money coming in our bank account every single month? Doesn't matter what's going on in our lives. Like, we become better people. We become the version of ourselves that we want to be. We become like it's not like mainstream, but the other side, like mainstream in the world is like everybody's going nuts. And in doTERRA, we're like, no, we're getting better. We now have collagen and we have NAD, and it's just like, we have coenzyme 10 and we have like more energy, and life is just, we need to talk more about the island and how good it feels to be there. And yes, it's a great plane, but the islands. So we need to know what our message is. We need to know what is the transformation that we offer, right? So if we're helping, I'm going to go back to the overwhelmed moms. If we're helping overwhelmed moms feel calmer, what for? What for? What? What do we do? So that they can play more with their kids, so that they are more loving and caring for themselves, so that they feel like less guilt, so that they feel more joy, so that they remember to enjoy the small moments, so that they take more pictures because they're not overwhelmed, so that they find more time for self-care because they are regulated. So what? A lot of times we're saying like, okay, get lavender because you get a good night of sleep. Awesome, amazing. We love a good night of sleep. For what? so that you wake up in the next morning and you have energy to go sport, so that you wake up in the next morning and you're actually smiling or dancing in the morning instead of, grabbing a coffee to survive. Like, we need to understand the so what. We need to go like deep dive in this so what. You know what? Because that's like, it's the detail. It's the detail that creates the desire. The more you can master this part, the stronger your online businesses will be. Any business, your life classes will be stronger when you can explain this. Your wellness consultations will be stronger when you can explain this. For many, many years, like Kara would say, it's amazing, people hop on a phone and you don't need to explain doTERRA. You just talk to them for half an hour and they buy the kit. Like, how do you do this? Because I talk to them about this. I don't need to explain the top 10 oils. They come to me and I say, I hear you. Please tell me what's going on. I give them space to tell me this, what's happening in their lives. And then I say, is this what you want? Is this what you're looking for? Do you want to feel this way? They say yes. I say, great. I'm going to send you a link with a protocol. Like, they buy. Of course they buy. Who's already having that experience, actually? Put in the chat when you say, like, me, I already have that. I already have that I feel I don't really need to over-explain doTERRA. I'm quite curious. I can just talk with somebody and listen to their desires. Nobody? Offline, yes. We have one person. Exactly. So now content becomes exactly the same strategy. So when you know this, when you know all of this, so first, like, it's really important that you know these things. Then what you do is that you get all this information and you make content about it. Yeah? This is where content comes from and comes in your strategy. Now, something that does happen, and I'm going to say this because I have this before. And actually, I had a coach who really called me out on this when I was in the beginning of my journey with selling online. Sometimes I would make content about the transformation. Sometimes I would make content that would resonate to my people. And sometimes I would make and most of the times I would make content talking about my life. Because basically what I would do is that I would wake up and go like, what am I going to post today? Let me scroll here to see if I have some inspiration. Give me a 1 if you ever had it that you wake up and you're like, what am I going to post today? What am I going to post today? Let me scroll if I find some information. Okay, I already see somebody one. Yes, it's so real. It's so real, everyone. I know. I've been there as well, right? So we go like, we wake up and we're like, what kind of content should I make today? And let me tell you something from my heart. Like, the truth is, when you know what you stand for, when you know what your people need, and you have an offer for them, and you know what your message is, you don't need to think about what you're going to post. You might need to think what your hook is, but that's a different story. Because you know exactly you're posting. Because the only thing you do every single day when you have a business is that you post about this. Every day. Why? Because repetition creates clarity and repetition gives trust. And the more a person sees herself in your post, the more likely that they're going to respond. So you don't need to wake up and go like, what am I going to post about? You always talk about the transformation that you're guiding people through because of your personal experiences. You see backwards how it works? Did you follow this? Yeah. You talk about what is the content? The content is the transformation that you guide people through based on your experiences. The only thing is that to be able to climb the ladder from downwards up, we need to understand first things first. Is this landing? Is this landing? Yeah? Okay, cool. Awesome. This is amazing. So, thank you, Jessica. I love the hearts. I love the hearts. Keep sending me the hearts, everyone. I love. Okay. Most strategic entrepreneurs, the ones who really want to scale, and I'm talking like, okay, you want to go beyond silver, for example, in your business, right? If you want to build to silver, I think you can do with this really basic foundation. But if you want to go like above silver, like you just want to make good money, then you need to have an offer. You cannot see that anymore, can you? No. I'm going to put it here on the side. Yeah? Oh, okay. So you need to have an offer. Yeah? And an offer in the traditional way of building doTERRA is come to my essential oil class. Love it. Works so good. Works so good. Or come to my one-on-one. Do you want to have a consultation? Now, I know that most of you are experienced leaders, okay? Does it work if you sample somebody and you don't follow up to guide them to a next step? Do they text you back saying like, whoa, it was amazing, I want to enroll? Like maybe once, but does it happen like that 50 times? Tell me yes or no in the chat. Does it work? If you just sample people, no, it doesn't work. Okay, you guys already know. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And that's the same with content. Content is like sampling. Content is like invitation, it's not really sampling. Content is like invitation, okay? So if you're making content and you're making invitations, but you never follow up with an offer, you never follow up with a sample experience, with a class, with a webinar, with an ebook, with whatever it is, it leads nowhere. So from today on, we're not going to have people posting in doTERRA every single day, leading customers nowhere and feeling frustrated because they don't make sales. It's the same thing as you telling your entire family, I work with doTERRA, I work with doTERRA, I work with doTERRA, I work with doTERRA. And then going like, nobody from my family wanted to buy from me, nobody supports me. Yes, they don't, because they don't know what to do with it. They don't know what to do with the information that you work with doTERRA. And here is the same as you saying, I understand you, doTERRA is amazing, I understand you, doTERRA is amazing, the oils are amazing. What do they do with this? You need to know, and you need to guide them. One offer, it's all that you need. You don't need 10, you don't even need 2, you need 1. This one offer can be download my ebook and I'll teach you everything about, essential oils for stressed moms. It can be watch my webinar. Guys, you're in the middle of a funnel. Yeah, this is a funnel today. You're in my offer. I created content about you. I understand your pain because I've been there, and I hired people to learn what I'm teaching today. Yes, and then I created content, and then I told you guys, come to my offer. And the offer is this, and your offer can be a recorded class. It can be come to my house. It can be I'll send you a sample oil experience week where it's amazing. My team has had huge success with cleanse and restore programs, with ran grow power programs. There's many things that you can do with doTERRA in terms of the offer. Many, whatever you like. I love doTERRA for that. Whatever you like. Like what do you like and what serves your people? But there needs to be an offer. When people see your content, they need to be guided somewhere. Yes, we have content that it's only about interaction and, connection. That's amazing. I'm going to talk about this in just a bit. But like strategically for your business, content needs to lead to a certain place. And that's your offer. Shall I change the offer at certain times or just want to stay? Anna, you work with what works. If it doesn't work, you change tomorrow. Like that's business. Sometimes an offer works amazing, suddenly it stops working. Next day you wake up and you make a new offer. Like we will never have certainty. There is nobody doing business in the world that the same thing will work forever. And then you change, and you change. And if you don't want to change, then you go back to the other one. But what I do want to advise is don't change too often. Give your offer an opportunity for test. Yeah, so give your offer an opportunity for a test run. Is this clear? Okay. What about the low number of followers? Carolina, thank you so much for this question. So, what is a room with 10 people? Is that a lot of people?
No.
So a room with 10 people is a lot of people, right? If you have 50 followers, is that a lot of people? I've seen people trying to build doTERRA with 30,000 followers and not being able to do one enrollment. And I've seen people doing doTERRA with 500 people and becoming diamonds and above. So it's not the number. It's the level of connection that you can make, and it's how good you become at this. Because one sale is one sale. So this is really about people. And yes, you can increase your number of followers with strategies. So that's 50 potential customers. Yes, exactly. It's 50 potential customers. That's a lot. That's a lot of people. So yes, you might need to become better in reaching to new audiences. We're going to talk about that. You might need to become better at selling to these 50 people. But that's beautiful because that's your journey of just becoming a better entrepreneur. So you have 50 people to support your growth process. I would see it in this way. I would see it in this way. Everyone, I'm going to flip. Is this clear? It's clear? Yeah? Okay, let's flip. Okay. When we're talking about content, which is the part that most people are like kind of confused about, we have different types of content. And I use a framework that I call the grow, give, and get. Go give get framework. And it's hot. I get hot when I talk in public. Sorry, guys. Okay. Go give get framework. You always want to be creating content that attracts new people and it's relatable. And that's what I call grow type of content. So that would be trends. That would be getting a video that's funny on the internet and making your own style out of it. That would be giving your opinion on something that's happening in the world right now. That would be a quote. That would be something that people can really laugh about. Yes, Petra, we have a replay. So grow type of content is anything that people can relate. It doesn't need to lead to your offer, okay? Grow is just to get new people in. A lot of people comment, a lot of people like, it's a thing. For the people who think like that they need to have a lot of content, grow type of content is amazing because it makes their ego boost. And then this is viral content, okay? People who are teaching viral content are worried about this. Yeah. And this only goes so far. Oh, I'm quite private. And then after you have grow content, we have give type of content. And honestly, I think doTERRA leaders are pretty good in that. So give is where you give information. You basically tell that you understand where people are at and you understand what they need next. You make them aware of things. And when you give them information, there is also another type of content that is get type of content, and that's authority and sales content. In my experience, doTERRA leaders are super shy to make good authority content. What does authority mean? Authority means I trust that I can get the results that you need, and here's why. This is where we tell stories. This is where we say this is possible and I know it's possible. Let me show you that this is possible. Yeah? Is this landing? So this is one that you say you can trust me. We're going to go to the island. I'll get you there. You know, the plane works. You need all of them. You need all of them in different scales. And when we're talking about all of them, but mainly these two, because this one is a little bit like trendy like, your content needs to have a hook. And a hook is a way to catch people's attention. If you don't catch their attention, they scroll through. So you can be giving the best information in the world. If you don't know how to stop the scroll, you don't get attention. If you're not getting views and if you're not getting comments, you need better hooks. That's it. It's really that simple. If you're not growing your audience, you need more growth content. If you're not going into conversations, you need better give content. If you're not making sales, you probably need them all. Okay, so we have a hook. And after we have a hook, we have value in the captions. Value. Hey, everyone, value is not like, you don't need to do a master class to give value. Value can simply be making somebody aware that they need a change in their life. Value can simply be telling a story. But saying like, On Guard is 10% off this month is not value. You see the difference? You see the difference? Okay, awesome. You see the difference. So the more value you give, however, the value that you deliver, making people laugh is value, making people cry is value, it's all value. The more value you give, the more trust is built. And then we have something that we call CTA, which is a call to action. Call to action is you telling the people what you want them to do. And we want to have one good call to action. A call to action can be a question like, hey, tell me what you think about this. A call to action can be comment something to receive something else. A call to action can be, can be share with somebody, tag somebody. Don't overuse them. Use one call to action, just one. Make a choice for one, use one. If you want to use 3 different ones, test it in 3 different posts. One post, one idea. One post, one idea, one call to action. Is it always like this? No, but this helps. This helps simplify. There's always exceptions, but this helps simplify. So in one post, you don't need to cover 2 ideas. You can just cover one. And you don't need to say, tag a friend, share. No. Just add one. Like the most powerful you are in the call to action, the most likely that people are going to reply. And when you have an offer, okay, let me see if you guys are sharp. If you have an offer, what is the call to action? Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. If you have an offer, what is the call to action? I'm gonna wait till somebody's creative. You guys are asleep. You guys are closing me. Click the buying link. Buy now. Buy this. Yes. So the offer is not buy. Is this landing? The offer is come to class, get a sample. Yeah. So we're not skipping steps online. I'm very happy that you put it this. Oh yeah, it's like Carol was saying that I always explain it about dating. So it's like dating, like you make content and you're in Tinder and then you swipe right and the other person swipe right. And then you're like, wanna fuck? Like, oh my God, you're weird. That's like the buy now. It's too soon. We need to date. We need to get to know each other. We need to go like, hey, you want to come over? Want to come for tea? You know, should I show you the living room? Yeah, yeah. You don't go straight to the bed. It's too soon. You know, like warm them up. Yeah, it's the best example. Everybody understands when I talk about it. Like warm them up, you know. So we don't want it to go too soon. Like buy on the link, and you know, if we talk about dating, the call to action like buy on the link is kind of like send me a nude. Like what? No, not sending you a nude. I don't trust you yet. Wait a second. You know, let's warm up feels here. So the call to action is do something that shows me that you want to come on a date. And then what do we do on a date? We show our best. We over deliver. We over deliver on the date because we want to be charming. So if you're sampling, we sample with nice love cards, whatever it is. If we're inviting for the call, we're like giving good value in the call. If we have an ebook, we can have a good ebook, right? We're putting some effort in the relationship. We're having a love affair. You guys remember that I said we're having a love affair in the beginning? It's a love affair. If there's somebody here who doesn't like love affairs, they're gonna be like, ah. But sales and dating is very similar. Sales and sex is very similar. It's all the same concept, okay? And like, we don't want to miss the opportunity, but we definitely don't want to go too soon. So it's a dance, right? It's an art. It's an art of seduction. So then when we have an offer, the call to action is let me know you want to have that experience with me. Let me know you want to receive my samples. Let me know you want to have a call. Let me know you want to tell me what's going on, you know, whatever it is. Like, let me know if you need help. Is this clear? Yeah. So the best link on our profile might not be our doTERRA link, right? It might be something like, hey, wanna text some messages? Yeah, right? It's not like that. Wanna fuck? No, too soon. So it's like, hey, do you wanna text me? There's a link here. I wanna hear from you. I wanna give you some love. I wanna give you some love, and then I wanna get some love. Shall we dance? So we date. We date. If you don't follow up, you lose your date. Exactly the same. You know, somebody texts you for dating, and it's like the guy hasn't replied in 5 days, and you're like, asshole. Who does he think he is? Same thing. Same thing with sales. Somebody comments on your post and they never hear back from you. Breaks the trust. The sooner we reply, the more attentive we are, the faster we show care, the more trust piles up and it builds and it builds and it builds. And then when we have that trust built, you know what they ask? What did they ask? What do they ask when we have the trust built? How can I buy? Yes, yes. Where can I buy? They ask. Can you send me the link? And then, you know, okay, I'm going to tell something from my heart to you guys. But when you really fall in love with that person and that person is the right person, you know what's the second question that they ask you? Hey, I was researching this LRP thing. Can you tell me more about it? I love it. I love it when they're like, sure, I'll tell you about LRP. They're gonna enroll themselves on LRP. Yes. Crystal, we all want more. We all want more. The good things in life, sex and money. Yes, we all want more of. They're all great. And, you know, the more we play, the better it gets. The more we pay, the better it gets. So, everyone, is this clear? It's clear? Yeah? Okay, awesome. So, that's clear. Tomorrow, we're going to do a deep dive into the offers and we're going to understand sales funnels and we're going to understand this part from, okay, I make content and people comment, what then, right? What then? What happens then? How do I guide this? How can it be simple? Like, how do you do with tech work, without tech work? It doesn't matter if you want to have a website, if you don't, everything works. But you need to have a good system in place, because when you have clarity, then the person feels more relaxed, right? It's like, so we go to a date. I don't know. Do you like pizza? Should we eat sushi? I don't know. Should we go Friday or maybe Saturday? Like, I'm not so sure. But no, it kills it. Shall we go on a date? Yes. Sushi on Friday evening. Can I pick you up? So sexy, right? So we want to make this thing like clear, relaxed, really good for the nervous system of everybody. Now, before we go into the questions, there is something that I want to talk to you guys about. So when I got started with doTERRA, I had trainings that taught me Dream Customer Avatar. I had trainings that taught me funnel. I had trainings that taught me about Dream Customer, about content, all of the different things. Yeah. I've never had a training that bundled this for me as a network marketing leader. Or better, I did once a training into affiliate marketing. It was a really bro marketing training into network marketing. And one of the things that they told me is like, you cannot tell in your content that you work with doTERRA. It should be hidden, because if people know that you work with a network marketing company, they'll never reply. And I was like, ugh, I could vomit. I'm so proud of working with doTERRA. Yes, exactly. Attraction marketing. Thank you, babe. Exactly. And I paid like way too much money for that, way too much. But anyhow, I'm grateful for what they taught me. And I'm also grateful that they showed me what I didn't want to have. So this is why we created Digital Mastery. And in Digital Mastery, we have a chapter with 2 to 2.5 hours in each of these topics. There are more than 30 recorded hours for you to do a deep dive into this. And you have like the workbook PDF so that you don't need to figure it out alone. You have the templates for the content, and you have the guidance so that we go one-on-one so that you can develop your vision. Oh, and Carol really wants me to tell, and we have it in German now as well. So we just created an AI version of myself, and right now we have the training in German, and we are translating in the coming weeks into Polish, and then in the coming months into French and Dutch. And when you have access, you just have access to the translations as well. I know, it's amazing, Simone, and she speaks really cute German, and I heard that she has a Austrian accent. And the Dutch one has a Belgian accent, which I really like, because I think Belgian people are awesome. They're really sweet, and I like them. Also like the way they speak. So I want to make you an invitation today to be joining in the program. It's a 12-month mentorship. You get recorded trainings on these topics. It's everything applied to doTERRA. The exercises are related to doTERRA. I help you to think about the offer in a doTERRA way. How do we bring people into LRP? How do we make them returning customers? How do we educate them with digital systems so we don't need to answer every single day how to dilute on oregano, right? Like, we need systems in place. How do we do that? And it's all in the training. And it's available for you now. And the doors are open until the 28th of February. And I don't know when it's going to come back again. Maybe next year. I don't know. I never have a planning on this. It's a little bit based in whatever happens. I have another plan for this summer, so it's probably not going to be in the summer. So I want to make you the invitation to make the choice to join us. Okay. We have some of the students here. Yesterday, we gave a discount code of 555 euros. Today, we're going to have a different one that I'm going to tell you about. Oh, you have like a roulette thing. Caro upgraded. We now have a roulette thing to give the giveaway. Love you, babe. Thank you. Okay. But before we go into this, I want to open for 2 people to get coaching. Who would like? Please raise your hands. I see Helena. And was there somebody else? Christina? Okay, we have Helena, Christina, and Anna. Those were the people that I saw. I'm going to go with them. Oh, we have Carolina. Okay. I'm going to see if I can do everybody. And if I can't tomorrow, we have still another opportunity. Who was the first? Helena, right? Helena, would you like to get started? Would you unmute yourself and ask your question? Oh, they cannot unmute? Okay, wait. Can I unmute? Unmute? Now I unmuted everybody? No. No, no. Can you unmute yourself now, Helena? Does it work?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay,
Welcome.
thank you. I didn't actually prepare a question, but I've worked a while in building a funnel on my own, and I have created a signature packet with products in it. And now I understand that maybe I need to create a workshop or something before that. The funnel doesn't have to be the product, but it has to be something else, like I understand. Is that right?
Okay, let's go. So you build a funnel,
Mm.
and that's
Mm.
to lead people to where? So what is the funnel? Tell me a little bit more about it, because I think it's pretty cool.
The funnel is 4 products that I use on my own, and I will, along with the products, I will create some bonuses that you get when you buy the products. You also get an ebook or some a video or something along with it, and the price will be the whole package. But now, when you talked about that the buying part is too soon, I wonder if I need to do it a different way.
Well, let's just put it this way. We just need to
Mm,
build trust. Are you
mm.
selling the way it is now? Because if you're selling, we don't judge.
Yes, I'm my biggest where I get the biggest amount of customers is on workshops, physical workshops, not on
Physical
the
workshops.
yes.
Okay. What is it that happens in physical workshops that you're really good at?
I was a former real estate agent, so I don't have the I'm not afraid to sell products. So I build trust, and I tell my story, and people buy into my story, and I'm good at getting people to buy afterwards.
I love
But
this.
the
You're good
difficult
at
thing
closing.
is to
That's a
get
very good
people
skill.
to attend the workshop. That's
Okay.
the difficult part.
So what we need to do, what's the thing that's like missing? I can imagine that you know who your dream customer is, right?
Yes,
And you also know the message, you know the transformation you're offering.
yes, yes, I
So
do.
your content invites them to a free experience with you. And if you're good at live closing, I would put a live experience with you. It can be one-on-one. You can do once a week a webinar.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
So it brings them there, and there you do your magic. The same
Yeah.
magic that you do in the live workshops. You do live. Yeah.
Yes, I do live. Yes, I do. Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
you mean online?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So you do online. Yeah, you do online the magic, and then there you close them. Now there is a few things, since you already have a funnel, that you might need to think, like, do you want to work with emails when they enter the funnel, so they are
No,
nurtured before?
yes. Not emails it at the beginning. I think it will be too big a deal at the beginning. Yes.
No worries. Do you
Mm.
want to have a WhatsApp group of prospects?
Maybe I could have one. Yes.
So you see, they could show interest, register for you can call it like a master class. They enter the WhatsApp group. You nurture leads daily there with your closing skills, with like your seduction skills. And then once a week you teach this class, and then once a week you close them.
Okay.
Yeah. So we will add something that it gives them the chance to get to know your charm and to buy your story just before you show the products. And what I would definitely do, and I think you're going to be amazing at that, is to close really nicely this class, to really make an irresistible offer to them.
Okay,
Make an
that's
offer,
nice.
make an offer that,
That's a good idea. I think I will listen to the replay, and I will listen it all again, because it's a good idea, I think.
Yeah. So it's basically just, you be you, but you transfer that to the online space.
Yes.
And you transfer your opportunity to kind of like charm them in. Yeah?
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Nice. Good luck. This is awesome.
Thank you.
Okay. And okay, who was next? Oh, you guys put the hands down. I don't know who was next. Who was next? Who was next? Who was next? There was Christina, right? Who's down here? Christina, did you raise your hand before? Christina Fuchs? No? No? Okay. Who? It can be any question that you guys want to. Okay, if we don't know who was before, then I'll just open up. Is there anybody who has any questions? It can be about mindset, it can be about content, it can be about your niche, your audience, clarity, it can be about your Instagram profile.
I'm afraid to ask a question that you might have answered already because I missed 15 minutes because I was still putting up some posters.
No worries, no worries. Then we repeat ourselves. That's never bad.
Well, I'm just in the process. I just put up a master class online. I work with Funnel Cockpit, and I have I think, very nice funnel there. And I'm in the stage of experimenting with ads. I created ads and I tried out, and I pretty much figured out what works best and what doesn't work so well. And I was pretty, yeah, amazed by that. It wasn't as I expected. So that was quite fun. And yeah, I actually just wanted to say I'd love to hear more of you, and I'm so excited for tomorrow.
This is super cool. And what is it that it's working with the ads? Or is it working? Because you said
Yeah.
it's not what you expected. It's working, right?
hmm
Okay,
It's working
I'm
quite
loving
well.
to work with ads.
I if it's okay to share,
Of course.
I put 10 euros a day, and just for maybe for the others to have some sort of numbers in mind, I paid 10 euros a day, and I work with a ad funnel that basically creates formulas. And so you pretty much sign up, you put up your name, your email address, and your phone number, and then I get in contact with you if you are interested in what I gotta say. And in 3 days, so I paid 30 euros, and I got 33 customers signing up and being really interested in what I had to say. So that was totally mind-blowing. I thought of maybe 2 or 3 people that would sign up, and there were so many. And that's just something I really wanted to share with
You
all
got
of you.
33 customers with doTERRA or 33 leads?
33 leads.
Awesome. Okay, amazing. Because still with doTERRA, I was like, wow, that's crazy. But
Yeah,
33
that would
leads,
that would have been crazy.
that would have been crazy. But that's amazing. You see, now suddenly you have 33 people that have exactly what you that want exactly what you have. And this is the power of, guys, I love this story. Thank you so much for sharing, because this is the power of going like, nobody likes what I have to say. There is nobody to speak to. Like, make a good filter, and there is millions of people to speak to, right? And you got 33, and you can get hundreds, you can get thousands of them, because ads, like for example, not even just ads, okay, but also organic content, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, they want to show your stuff to people who wants to see. Like, their job is to make you be seen to the people who want to consume what you have. So they're on your side. They want to help you, but you need to help them help you. So, for example, I think what's really cool, Christina probably got super clear, right? Christina, who do I serve? What do I help them with? And then the platform delivers, and it brings these people to you. It's like such an opportunity. We get to build businesses like this. And that's why I'm on this mission. That's really why I'm on this mission. Thank you, Christina, because I'm like, doTERRA leaders, they need to know that. We need to know the potential. We cannot go like, well, my family doesn't want to buy from me. There's nobody that I can speak about. There is an ocean of people waiting for your offer when you show up. I love this so much, Christina. I'm really grateful that you shared. Was this
Thank you so
inspiring,
much.
everyone? Was it inspiring? Okay, good. Nice. Anna, what can I help you with?
Hi, it's lovely to be a part of this event. Thank you so much. And my question is, I've got my Instagram account. However, I feel that I know who my dream customer is. However, I live in the UK, I am Polish, and I'm not sure which language I should post in. Shall I address the customer in the English speaking one? And I wanted to ask you because I know that sometimes not sure at the moment, but you used to post in two languages as well. So is it better to sometimes post in one and sometimes in the other, or shall I have two accounts? Will I be able to actually run two accounts? What's your suggestion?
Yeah, so I think like about maybe 8 years ago, I was posting in two languages. No, yeah, 6 or something like
Yeah, I've
this.
been following you for a quite a while now.
I
So
love this. Okay, so oh yeah, with Katarina who lives in Spain. Yeah.
oh, she
So
went
I
for
think
English.
the first important decision is you're never losing. Whatever choice you make, you're gaining. That's point number one. Posting in two languages can work. It's like a 6 out of 10 in terms of strategy. Because the thing is, the simpler you make for the viewer to understand, the more relaxed they're going to feel and the more engaged. The more information you have, it doesn't really add more trust, you know? So I know people who are in Europe. I have a leader who is in Europe, and she built her doTERRA business posting only in Portuguese. But she's also only working with women either in Brazil or who live, Brazilian people who live in the Netherlands. And so I never felt that it was an advantage for me. Oh, babe, somehow the light ended. We have more fun. I never felt like it was an advantage for me to speak English. I think the English market is a little bit more competitive than local markets. You see, somebody has a downline from Poland in Switzerland. I think the Polish market is a great market, but I also think like, do you want that? Do you want to build a business fully online? Or do you prefer posting in English so you can have offline events? So that's really a question like, where do I thrive and what's the best for me? So I wanted to build a business fully online. I really wanted that because I was here and I was moving to the Caribbean and I was moving back. So for me, it was like fully online is the option, is the only option. I really have made that decision. It happened not being that way because we created roots here, and then I also have a part of my business that it's in Dutch, funnily in Dutch, not even in Portuguese, but it's the local language of where I live. But I think like make the choice and trust it. Oh, that's good light, yeah, and trust it. Anna, trust it because your people just need your message. Do you feel more called to do it in English or Polish?
I feel comfortable doing it in both languages. That's my problem, you see. And however, now having listened to what you said, I feel that maybe I should start doing it in English because I'm about to start running some workshops here in the local area. So maybe that would make more sense.
Yes,
I
exactly.
think you've answered my question here.
Yes, exactly. So then you do in English. And also, for example, what Christina is saying, for when you do ads, for example, then you target locally, even better. You
Thank you.
tag your location when you post so that Instagram shows for people in that region.
Exactly. And that's something I haven't been doing because I'm here and I post in Polish and I'm like, what do I do? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the algorithm then doesn't know where to go. And this does happen sometimes that the algorithm is like, where should I deliver it? You know, for who are these people? And when the algorithm knows what you want, it's just like this machine delivering. Is really cool to work with. It goes really fast. Yeah. So go to English, tag your place, trust in your heart. It's meant to be this way. If there are Polish leaders meant to work with you, they'll find you and they'll be okay with English as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome.
And you
Happy.
look amazing. Doesn't matter the light.
Oh, Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. But it's also because like bad light is so bad. But now this one is like nice and bright. Okay, everyone. So yes, we're gonna give a giveaway. If anybody still have questions, please bring it for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna do deep dives into funnels. Christina, I wasn't going to do ads, but now you inspired me. I'm like, let's dive into ads as well tomorrow. Because I'm also working with it when I do a lot. Shall we do a giveaway?
First time with this giveaway.
Yes, let's do it. So let me open here our slides. Okay. So what we have done for the ones who were not here yesterday is that I've been gifting everybody who's been in these calls a special gift when you want to join the mentorship and go through this journey for 12 months together. And we have right now a code of 444 euros discount. I'm going to send you an email tonight where you have the link where you can join us. If you don't want to pay in full, you want to join with the payment plans, you get 1 month of coaching for free, of access for free. You have 249 euros. Your first month is completely for free. You get to come to build a strategy, make money so that we can be paying already for whatever investment you're making in the next month. I love to think about it in this way. Everybody who's making the decision within the coming 24 hours is going to get from me 1 hour of private coaching. I've been giving this to some of the people in our group right now, and I can tell you that really big breakthroughs happen here. We can talk about, ways to launch your business, creating a funnel, the mindset standing in the way, how to make money quickly. It's a coaching call. You get to use it in 12 months, however you want. If you want a 15 minutes just to break through something, we do that. If you want a 1 hour to do a deep dive, to go into, mindset, subconscious belief, we can do that as well. And I'm going to give you an audit on your strategy from me as a gift to welcome you in. So I'm going to see where you're at, and I'm going to go like, hey, this is what I see. This is what I believe you can focus if you want to move fast and have results really fast. Like in the coming weeks, in the coming months, you're already seeing a difference. So these are the 2 codes that you see over here, show up 444 or show up 249. And this is for everybody who is in this call and wants to join us in the mentorship. I always do a happy dance, and I would love to do another one tomorrow to welcome you in. And we also have today 2 people are going to leave with a 60% discount on this offer. And 1 person is a person who's live, and 1 person is a person who brought somebody. So if there is somebody here who somebody invited you, can you please put it in the chat? Who invited you here? Put it in the chat for us. Who invited you here? So that we can do this giveaway and include everyone. While you're putting in the chat now, oh, Jessica Jansen. I love her. She's a student. So when you win and somebody who's a student has invited you, the student also gets on their affiliate link a gift. Because we love network marketing, guys. We love network marketing. We love like helping each other. Simone, are you writing those down, babe? Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more time because you're still writing. I love to see so many people invited here. So this is beautiful. The students have been inviting, and I love this because they see the value. Something that I've been really committed to is how do we create a space that is just packed with value? Like I have invested so much money in coaching programs that are you kidding me? Did I spend my money on this? And I promised myself like when I would deliver something, it would be like really, really over deliver. Huh? Okay, a number. So from what? 8. Ushi Langauer. Ushi Langauer? Ushi Langauer? So Ushi Langauer, I hope you're still here. You have the opportunity to get a 60% discount if you would like to join. What I would like to ask you is please send me a message via Instagram so I can explain you more about it, about the next steps. Let's talk over there. And now, yes, congratulations. And now, babe, can we do for everybody who's here live?
Yes.
Oh, we have a turning thing.
All the way from back office. I made this. So you
What do we
can,
have?
I never did it, so
What do we have to do?
click on the middle.
I click?
Yeah.
Okay.
Without sound.
And we have
It's not.
Erin Murphy. Erin Murphy. What a cool name, by the way. Erin, are you here? I hope you're here. Are you here? I hope you're here. If Erin is not here, we're gonna stop it again. Yeah, some people left. That's okay. Then we. Amazing. Okay, shall we do it again? We're gonna do it again. Somebody here was hoping. I was hoping it was me. Okay, should I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do it.
Tomorrow it's with sounds. I will.
Mariah. Mariah. Is Mariah here? Mariah? I haven't seen Mariah. Oh, this is getting exciting. Mariah is from the Netherlands for
You
sure.
cannot leave anymore, eh?
You cannot
guys?
leave anymore.
Otherwise you get-
Don't leave. Just don't leave. Not because I want to keep you guys really long, but because I want you to get it. Yes, it is exciting. And I also didn't expect this was going to happen, but now we have a roulette.
Yeah, no, my head is not there.
Let's do it again.
Because you're 41. Okay.
Who's really wishing that they're gonna win?
Remove.
Who's really wishing? Just let me know. Oh, Paulina. Okay. Is there anybody else? Marka? Oh, Christina. Okay, we have quite some people. Oh my God, we have quite some people. Okay, let's do
Okay,
this.
let's
Go, babe.
go.
I love that you added the audio. Verena Hofbauer. Verena Hofbauer.
Unmute. Are you there?
I'm here.
Yes.
Verena.
Yes.
We found somebody. Verena, congratulations. If you're interested to learn more, please send me a message on Instagram and I can tell you all about it. And congratulations. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, they have my Instagram. Yeah, Caro did really well, right? This was awesome. He's so well prepared. I love it. I love it. So tomorrow we're giving away 70% off. Basically, I just want you in tomorrow. Tomorrow is really like, okay, I just really want to share this experience with you. I want us to go through this together. So before we go away, just let me know, just one short sentence. What did you take from today? What are you taking home? Did you learn something new? Did you have a good new insight? Was that something you didn't know? Like, what are you going to do with this maybe? You know, like how are you going to get out of consumption mode and put into creation mode? When are you going to put it into practice? Better dating skills. I love that. We have to date. Talk about the island. Yes, talk about the island. We're going to date them into the island. So much sexy time in the island. The island is awesome. Getting customers is like dating. Exactly. You see, guys, that's why I cannot do slides. If I make slides, I don't come up with this kind of random things, and they actually they are the best explanation. Yes, choosing the language. Yes, be really proud of working with doTERRA. Exactly, Emilia. I am. It's a good plane and it takes people to a freaking epic island, right? And that's why it's dating time again. I love hearing this. Let's go. It's dating time again. Tomorrow, everybody's going to be dating in their Insta. We're going to wake up with a smile like, who's going to swipe right today? Talk about the island, not the plane. Magnetic. Yes, we're just gonna seduce them in. Thank you all so much for being here today. This was beautiful. It was a beautiful evening. I really hope that I could contribute to you and to your business. I love you all. I love working on this project. I love working with other doTERRA wellness advocates. This is just a beautiful community that feels like home. You're like sisters to me. Thank you. I see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna do a deep dive. Have a beautiful evening, everyone. Have a good day. Ciao, ciao. Good night. Ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao. Ah.